Cunard Line has released information that a first-of-its-kind neuroscience study has revealed results that many of us who love being at sea probably already suspected. A transatlantic crossing might actually be good for your health. According to the Human Understanding Agency study, Cunard's transatlantic crossing, combined with the line's program of enriching experiences, can increase cognitive abilities, which the line notes can make travelers more alert, focused, and resilient. I'm maritime history author and lecturer Chris Frame, and as one of Cunard's enrichment lecturers, with a love of being at sea on board the Queen Mary 2, this study obviously caught my attention. So let's explore the study further. In a release, Cunard says that the study was conducted by WALNUT, the Human Understanding Agency. It involves 40 guests from around the world embarking on a Queen Mary 2 transatlantic crossing from Southampton to New York. As for the methodology, Cunard also shared information as to how the study was performed. Basically, during the voyage, researchers used biometric tools to measure the cognitive and physiological changes before and after the days at sea. The line says the results showed notable improvements in memory, problem-solving, attention, and overall emotional well-being. Some of the key findings that are being reported include improvements in memory, with a 29% improvement in word recall, problem-solving, with a 125% improvement on complex logical and spatial reasoning tasks, attention, with a 14% improvement in focus during visual tasks, and perhaps the most obvious one, relaxation, which was self-reported and noted relaxation rose by 158%, while overall physiological stress levels decreased by 35%, reflecting the relaxing influence of the voyage. Neuroscientist Dr. Jack Lewis, who is dedicated to making brain science accessible, commented on the study, saying, "What stands out for me in this study is how neatly all the pieces fit together. The passengers' time on the ship clearly reduced their stress levels based on subjective and objective measures. The main stress hormone, cortisol, is well known in the science research literature to interfere with various cognitive processes. So, the boost in memory and logical reasoning capacity identified in this study is likely to be attributed to the stress-relieving impact of ocean travel. This, combined with the amazing array of stimulating activities on board the world's only ocean liner, allows the passengers' brains to unlock their full potential." Now, this is a cruise news and maritime history channel, so before you go making any decisions relating to health benefits of a cruise, you should absolutely do your own research and speak to your own trusted medical professionals. That said, on a completely personal and anecdotal note, I've always found that after a few days at sea, the onboard atmosphere begins to feel relaxed and recharged. And this is most obvious during a transatlantic crossing. When we departed Southampton and heading to sea, there's an atmosphere that forms on board the ship that's unlike any other voyage I've been on board. The ship comes alive with an atmosphere that buzzes with excitement, and passengers relax into shipboard life, so by day 2 or day 3, the stresses of everyday life seem to have disappeared, and the ship takes on a life of its own. I also really enjoy the Cunard Enrichment Program. I love being a guest speaker on board, but I've also always enjoyed being a member of the audience too. You can learn so many new and exciting things during the voyage. The program, which can trace its origins back to the QE2 in the 1970s, is world-renowned for its fun, informative education and engagement. And the feedback from my own lectures, over more than a decade of speaking on board Cunard ships, often highlights the passengers' desire to learn more about history and boost their own knowledge whilst at sea. This video is brought to you by me and my new book, The Evolution of the Passenger Ship. In The Evolution of the Passenger Ship, we've brought years' worth of research together to create a book that takes you on a journey from the dawn of passenger shipping right the way through to the modern behemoths that we see in the cruise market today. The Evolution of the Passenger Ship is available at all good bookshops, and if you make a purchase, you help us by supporting the channel. Thanks so much, and now back to the video. If you want to learn more about this neuroscience study, I recommend that you visit the Cunard website. I've linked it in the description below. As for the methodology, Cunard also shared information as to how the study was performed. 2 tests were performed on either the day before or the first day aboard Queen Mary 2. And another 5 to 6 days later towards the end of the crossing. The study used a combination of self-report and biometric measures to monitor psychophysiological reactions using a neurofeedback device to measure and record the natural electrical activity of the brain, and a galvanic skin response recorder, also known as a GSR, to measure and record the natural electrical resistance of the skin. What do you think about the benefits of a transatlantic crossing? Have you noticed any of these on your own voyages? Let us know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope to see you on board.